Hello, I'm at a really weird angle today. I'm trying to change my camera position, so it does look like I'm on a bit of an angle. There, I've got some light going on now. So it is Monday, the 15th of April, and I have just come back from OnStage, and also our team event as well. And it's been an incredibly busy 3 days. Let me just give you something to look at while I'm chatting. There you are. So on Friday, I actually went to Telford and I helped set up the whole OnStage event. That was quite a nice thing to do. I volunteered that when I registered for the event, and if you've ever thought about doing that and you've got the time to do it, I really recommend it. Some people think, oh, you might get to, you don't want to have any surprises spoiled or anything like that. But actually, I didn't really take a lot of notice of what I was chucking in boxes and putting on tables. Didn't really spoil anything. I did have a look at the different easel boards and things that were outside the venue, and I did see the new DSP. But again, it didn't spoil the fun of it. It really didn't, because you don't really get to see them properly anyway. So I only had a little bit of a sneak peek, and I could have chosen not to go and have a look at those. So anyway, so OnStage was fabulous. The new catalogue is just amazing. I'm trying to find my copy of it here in my craft room, but the new catalogue is absolutely stunning. I don't know what I've done with it. I've put it down. Well, that's a bit strange. Right, while I'm talking, I'll find that. So lots and lots of lovely new stuff, just beautiful stuff on its way. I think what I'm really impressed with this year is the DSP. It is just stunning. I don't think there is one bit of DSP I don't like. This time last year in April, I was really struggling to get excited about the DSP. I only liked the Share What You Love. I just couldn't get into it, and I struggled with that really for the whole of this last year. So thankfully we've now got some DSP that I've just totally fallen in love with. Let me give you a sneak peek of one of them, because they did give some away. And this is the Mosaic Mood. This is lovely, absolutely lovely. So it's, as usual, two sides. The one side is textured, so this is actually textured. This is all a mosaic theme. Look at those hummingbirds. Aren't they just gorgeous? And there's a slight sheen to it. You probably can't see it. Oh yeah, you can, possibly there. Got a slight sheen to it. It's just lovely. I don't know how many times I can say gorgeous and lovely and amazing and fantastic. But yeah, it's great. And then on the reverse of that, these aren't textured, but give a really nice backdrop to any type of project that you're doing. I've got loads and loads of things in mind that I want to do with this. So that's one of them. And then we have this one. So you see it's got a shine on that. It's got a texture to it, not all the way all over it. So these darker tiles, they're textured. I don't know what they've got over the top of them. And the lighter ones haven't. And then on the other side of that, we've got that. Now I think that's quite nice. Possibly you might disagree with me. I think that would suit a male or a female, maybe. If I put that on the back of a card for my husband, he'd think, yeah, that's all right. But maybe if I gave it to my dad, he might not agree. But bit manly, a little bit manly, possibly. Depends on the man, I suppose. Then we've got some roses and butterflies. This is just, oh God, what other words can I think of? This is superb. This is textured as well. The bees here, they're textured. The leaves aren't. So lovely for someone to touch. And just, it's lovely to stroke, beautiful to stroke. And there, isn't that really? Oh, can I think of another word? This is just stupendous. Can't think of any more adjectives. So yeah, got some yellows going on there. And two more, three more. We've got that again. Can you see? Can you see it's got a shine? Lots and lots of different greens. lots and lots of different greens. Probably got every green under the sun on this sheet of paper, with some, that's very vanilla in the back of that, just leafy and very green. And again, bit manly maybe. You know, a lot of us as demonstrators complain that we don't have enough to suit men. Well, I can suit a man, a gardener maybe. Back of that, girly girly. Unless you know a fella that likes roses and butterflies. So that is the non-shiny version. See, shiny, shiny, not shiny, shiny. And we've got this one. This has also got a shine to it, and it's textured but not all over. So these bits here are textured. They might be, yes. It's just the back of it that isn't. So that's quite white on the back of that. I don't know what the yellow is. I'm really not very good at matching my DSP colours with my cardstock colours. I get them mixed up. My brain just won't cope with that. So I'm not even going to try and guess that. Back of that, hummingbirds. So whereas this one, textured hummingbirds, non-textured hummingbirds. And again, if you know a man that likes birds of the feathered variety, they might like something like that. And then finally the non-textured the textured version of the one that I showed earlier, and the non-textured version of that. That's really nice how that all coordinates. Really, really clever. I love that. I absolutely love that DSP, and I need to get myself educated as to what colour cardstock I can match with that. Quite possibly the new in colours are in there. Oh, I've just found the catalogue. Now I can't show you the inside of this, sadly, as much as I'd like to. Creativity is calling. This is one of the stamp sets that was featured. So this one is called Sail Away, and again, you know, nice kind of to appeal to any man or woman that likes sailing or likes the sea, or maybe lives in a lighthouse. So that's quite nice for those. And then this is, I think this is going to be my favourite, but I change my mind every time I have a look at these. This is from the Magnolia Lane range suite, whatever you want to call it. Just beautiful. Just so many DSPs that I just loved, and we couldn't do PPP this year for one reason or another, and so the budget that I had set aside for PPP rolls over to next month, and watch out, bank account, you're gonna get clobbered, absolutely clobbered. Just some beautiful things. I wish I could show you the inside of this, but it's more than my life's worth. I've got some, while we were at OnStage, we were given some make and takes, and I've got those here. And if you've been all about YouTube and Facebook pages and Instagram and goodness knows what else, you've probably seen most of these. But if you want to see what I do with them, then please stick around over this next week. I'm off for 2 weeks. Hooray, because I'm a teacher, so we've got Easter holidays, so I've got 2 weeks off. So I'm going to do, I say the word so a lot, I'm going to do a lot of crafting and videoing and all sorts of things, so look out. But let me give you a really good idea as to one of the stamp sets and DSPs that are coming out. Look at that. Just lovely, isn't it? It's so sweet. Really, really is so sweet. You can do all sorts of colouring with this. So there is a stamp set that goes with this in one of these swaps. I'm talking for far longer than I intended to. Let me show you one of the stamps. I can't show you the stamp set because somebody else won it, but there's the stamp set, and that's one of the stamps that comes in it. I've forgotten what it's called. I think it's called, is it called Bird Call? Oh, I can't see it, but I'll look it up for you. I'm going to give you lots of details about some of the new stuff. We are able to pre-order as demonstrators. One of the perks of being a demonstrator, we're able to pre-order from the beginning of May. And, you know, if you're an avid watcher of Stamping Up demonstrators, you know that there are going to be hundreds and hundreds of videos of people using new products. So please stay tuned with me. You know I go for that whole simple stamping thing. There are other demonstrators that do really complicated and extremely clever techniques. I'm going to stick with simple. I do simple best. No, not best out of everybody else, but for me, that's what I do best, is simple stamping. Gosh, I got myself out of that quite quickly. So that gives you an idea on that. Isn't it pretty? And there's the catalogue. And at the moment I'm just stroking it and reading it and getting myself educated as all the different colours that match with each thing. Anyway, just to round off today's video, let me just share some of the things that we did with you, that I did with my team on Sunday. So we organised a meeting in a room, just as a kind of get together. We were all absolutely shattered at on the Sunday after OnStage, so it was something very light-hearted, but just lovely to bond with my fellow teammates. And one of my teammates, Karen Egan, Crafty Karen Designs, she showed us how to make this, which is a diamond fold card. Look at that. Just lovely, and it sits nicely as well. Sorry, I'm at an angle so you can't see, but it sits nicely as well. I really like that, and I've got quite a bit of DSP that's about to retire to use up, so I'm going to make some of those, and I'm going to create some envelopes as well that go with that. So I need to do some measurements on that. I'm doing a quick measure now. Oh, it's over 6 inches. So yeah, 6 inches by 8.5 inches. That's a whopper. So I need to do some envelopes to match that. So I'm going to make some more of those. So I want to show you some of the swaps that we did yesterday, because on Sunday it was just so much fun, and I want to show you some of the things. Some of them I cannot remember who gave me what, but some of them I can remember. So this cute little little basket bag, whatever you want to call it, from Holger. She is Chapter Crafts, and she made that. Needlepoint Nook has been very popular in our swaps. I used it in mine. I'll do a separate video and show you how I made my swaps. But she's got some pearls going on here. This is from the Itty Bitty Bloom punches, and I think that paper might be Berry Burst. I think that's Berry Burst paper with Needlepoint Nook DSP and the Itty Bitty Bloom punches with some chocolates. They'll be gone by the end of the day. And what else have we got? This has come from Helen Chandler, one of our newest team members, and it was nice to meet her yesterday. Helen Chandler is Helen's Heart Creations. And I haven't opened this yet, actually. I've only just taken them out of my bag. I got back from our meeting yesterday and I just sat down and I fell asleep. So, excuse about the rustling. So that's stuck down. I think that magnet might have come off, so I will re-stick that. Oh no, it does stick because the magnet's in there. Oh look, chocolates. So Helen used to be a demonstrator in Canada, and she's back in the UK now, and she's recently become a demonstrator in our team, so that's lovely. And I can't remember what the paper is called. It's one of the blooms, Happiness Blooms paper, and also a card in here. Oh, I have this die, so I might now think about getting that out and using that. Isn't that lovely? Really, really nice, and also decorated the inside of the envelope as well. Thank you for that, Helen, if you watch this. And then we've got a little handbag. I was trying to find a video for a handbag because I've made a few bags before now, but I was looking for something similar like this but didn't find it. I don't know who made this, so I'm really, really sorry whoever gave this to me. I don't even want to try and guess who it is. Stuck down with Velcro and filled with chocolate. Something else I will have with a cup of tea later, because if I don't eat them today, then one of the kids will come home and pinch them. And this I've got a feeling that is Sam Kinnard. I think that is Sam. And then we've got this Pizza Star box, the lovely bow using the Bow Builder punch, and this is the Forever Lovely DSP, and it is a box of cards, again using Forever Lovely. And this stamp set is Perennial Birthdays, I think. That's certainly, I'm just looking at my stamp sets and I can't see Perennial Birthdays, but I'm sure it's up there. But I think that's what that is. Lots of lovely little note cards. This, when you look at that, you think, well, what is that? This is a flower, like a flower box card. I don't know the exact word for it. Using all sorts of things. This has come from Crafty Karen Designs. Look at this when you put it together. Oh, I'm worried about it. It's probably been flat for quite a while. That's it. There we go. Just needed to unstick that, and there we go. How clever is that? I've tried to make this and I haven't got the patience. Karen showed me how to make it. I have no patience whatsoever. She does it far better. But this again is using, I think, the Itty Bitty Blooms punch with the sprig punch and the leaf punch. If I had more patience, I'd have a go at that. But I started it, got halfway through the flowers, and I don't have a lot of patience in crafting. I like a very quick project. So thank you for that, Karen. This has come from Lynn Martin. Lynn couldn't join us this weekend, so I agreed to do some swaps for her. So that's why I didn't swap on Saturday. So this has got a nice belly band around it like that, and then using the Stampin' Up bags. I don't know what's in this, I haven't opened it yet. We've got some goodies in here. So we've got, oh, my favourite biscuits, and some tea and some coffee. So that's lovely. Thank you for that, Lynn. And it was an absolute pleasure swapping with you, on your behalf, going around swapping with people. And there is a nice batch of swaps on their way to you. And I think finally, oh no, I've got two other things. So this is from Lynn Carver. So I'm just going to undo that, and we have another tea bag with some fruit tea. That might have been an envelope, yes, I think that was an envelope punch board project, that one. And the envelope punch board isn't going to be with us for much longer, unfortunately. Neither is the trimmer. And then we have an emery board. That's nice, I use those a lot. These are getting a bit on the long side now, so that will really come in handy. So thank you for that, Lynn. And then finally, the last one, I think this is the last one. Didn't want to tear that. I don't know who did this. This could have been, I don't know. I think when Trisha did her video, she said this was from Lisa, but I might have got that wrong. And in here, yes, this is Lisa, because in here is a scrub, a lemongrass and tea tree oil sugar scrub for your hands. So I am going to open it. So this is Lisa Bourne that sent us this. Oh wow, smell is amazing, absolutely amazing. Use that tonight. So they are my team swaps, and hopefully if Lynn allows me to, I will share with you her swaps. But it's been an amazing weekend. The biggest perk of being a Stampin' Up demonstrator is the chance to go to OnStage in these team meetings. This is what keeps me being as a demonstrator. It is the sense of community. It's just wonderful. I've made some lovely friends, and I just I wouldn't want to leave that. That's really what keeps me going. It is more, it's not just about stamps and ink. It's about a lot more than that. It's about friendship, it's about community, it's about support. So if you've ever thought about becoming a Stampin' Up demonstrator, ask me how. Just send me a message and ask me how, and it's the best decision I've ever made. So I'll leave you with those, and there'll be a video coming soon showing you how to make this and my take on that, and also showing you some of the new products that are coming along very, very shortly. Thanks for joining me. See you soon. Bye bye.